With barely 2 years of Premier League experience, a World Cup debut for his country, and an endless amount of transfer rumors, Moisés Caicedo is set to become a Chelsea player after the Blues hijacked his move to Liverpool. The Ecuadorian midfielder is still incredibly young, and his experience in Europe is only in its early stages. But even then, Caicedo's stock continues to rise after an incredible 18 months with Brighton. But how did the young South American get to these heights of European football? Let me lay it out for you, and while you're here, don't forget to subscribe. It all started in Sangolquí, a suburb south of Ecuador's capital, Quito. 13-year-old Moisés Caicedo traveled 3 hours east from his home Santo Domingo to join the club Independiente del Valle, one of the few clubs based around the metro area. Founded in 1958, Independiente del Valle is a relatively young club, but its strategy of developing the best young talent in the country is reflective through Caicedo's rise in the Premier League as well as Ecuador's international success, with numerous players on the men's and women's national team having been trained in the Independiente's youth system. It was in this system where Caicedo learned the tricks to his trade, as he made his debut for Independiente's senior squad when he was only 18, and he quickly became a known commodity not just throughout the continent, but Europe too. It was at this point though, where things got a little complicated. Because Ecuador is relatively unknown territory for South American talent, the agent-to-club relationship works a bit differently. Instead of the buying club agreeing on a fee with the selling club, then negotiating salary with the player and their agent, it's more common in Ecuador for clubs to inform multiple agents on the fee for their player and let them negotiate everything with the buying club, delegating at its finest form. This happens frequently when European clubs are involved, since the channels of communication aren't as prominent as those from around the continent, like, for example, Mexico or Brazil. In Caicedo's situation, there were multiple delegates acting as his agent, so although he became a hot commodity to big clubs from Europe, there was confusion over who the buying club should talk to when attempting to execute the deal. Not only were teams after Caicedo's signature, but a lot of agents were desperate to lead the dialogue. Manchester United and AC Milan tried to maneuver through the choppy negotiation waters, but got lost in the process. Brighton, however, with their world-renowned scouting network, stayed the course and secured their man in 2021 for a fee of €5 million. Since then, Caicedo went on loan to Belgium for 6 months, and in his first full season after returning to England, he played a massive part in helping Brighton qualify for European football for the first time in the club's history. That €5 million transfer fee, although difficult to get over the line, is now paying dividends to Brighton after selling Caicedo to Chelsea for over €133 million. Meanwhile, Independiente will also be cashing in on Brighton's sale since they had a 20% sell-on clause, meaning they'll receive €23 million from the transaction. Caicedo will now make his way to West London as part of Chelsea's revamped squad. Chelsea get their man in dramatic fashion while Brighton reap the rewards from their thorough scouting, which has time and time again proven to work wonders. What other athletes have an incredible journey to stardom? Let me know in the comments, and while you're at it, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.